2025 Suzuki Jimny. Say the name, and you can almost hear gravel crunching under chunky tires. This isn't just a facelift, it's a tiny 4x4 rebellion in a world of oversized cookie-cutter crossovers. Imagine a boxy little cube built from Lego bricks, then handed a passport to the Himalayas. Cute, absolutely, but it can embarrass bigger off-roaders with a mischievous grin. You might think it's a toy, but the 2025 Jimny hides serious muscle, sharper tech, a tougher stance. And that old-school gunnyware DNA? Stick around, this small SUV delivers big surprises. Asterisk, first impressions. Brace yourself, because the Jimny is a retro-modern head-turner. Squared-off fenders, upright windshield, and a flat roofline that begs for a roof rackets, like a mini G-Wagon that found its sense of humor. Round LED headlights flank a blacked-out 5-slot grille, while beefy wheel arches and 15-inch alloys on chunky outbrain rubber finish the tiny tank vibe. Suzuki's added some fun new colors, a spicy chili red pearl, a lush forest green, and my favorite deep maroon, with black accents that screams wine bar sophistication. Mud pit attitude, slide inside, and the surprises keep coming. The vertical dash frames a crisp 9-inch infotainment screen, and those chunky toggle switches feel satisfyingly mechanical, like you're flipping a rally car's master controls. The seats, supportive and adventure-ready, offered in rugged cloth or optional leather with contrast stitching that pops under sunlight. Even the rear bench gets thicker padding so your friends don't feel like they're riding a camp stool. Would you pick this over its rivals on looks alone? Hard not to. It's adorable and tough all at once. Asterisk, but here's where things get wild. Under that stubby hood is a 1.5-liter 4-cylinder, delivering 105 horsepower and 100 pounds-ft of torque. Sounds modest, but remember, the Jimny barely tips the scales at just over a ton. Pair it with the slick 5-speed manual for pure driver fun, or the smoother 6-speed automatic, if you'd rather let the car do the shifting. 0 to 60 miles per hour, about 11 seconds. But the spec sheet misses the point. Engage the part time for WD with its L'Orange transfer case, and this thing climbs like a mountain goat. The ladder frame chassis, 8.3 inches of ground clearance. An aggressive approach and departure angles mean it shrugs off trails that make soft roaders cry. On pavement, the short wheelbase makes cornering playful, while steering feels more precise than you'd expect from a box on wheels. Do these numbers really matter for your daily commute, or is it all about the grin when you splash through a muddy trail? I'll take the grin every time. Asterisk, now this part might surprise you. The Jimny used to be a tech desert. Not anymore. Up front is a sharp 9-inch touchscreen with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, plus a semi-digital gauge cluster that shows off-road data like pitch roll, an altitude perfect for bragging when the passenger starts to panic. Safety tech jumps forward too. Adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, blind spot monitoring, and a 360-degree camera that makes threading narrow city alleys or rocky passes feel like a video game. Big climate knobs remain glove-friendly, and there are plenty of USB-C ports because, yes, Suzuki knows we live on our phones now. Would you actually use every feature, or just brag about them at the trailhead? Either way, they're here to make life easier. Asterisk, alright, let's talk money. The 2025 Jimny starts around $24,000 for the GL base model. Step up to the GLX or the Adventure Heritage Edition, and you're in the $27 to $29K range depending on gearbox and paint. Top trims bring heated seats, LED fog lights, the full safety suite, and those retro two-tone color schemes that look like candy dot compared to bloated crossovers costing thousands more, many of which can't handle a gravel driveway. This is a bargain with real off-road cred. If you had the cash, would you spring for the top trim, or keep it simple, and spend the rest on a lift kit and chunky tires? Asterisk, so here's the truth. The 2025 Suzuki Jimny is more than transportation, it's a personality on 4 wheels. It's easy to park in the city, unstoppable on a trail, and guaranteed to spark conversations at every gas stop. Stack it against a Ford Bronco, Sport, or a Jeep Renegade, and the Jimny wins on pure character. Sure, those rivals have more power and highway polish, but they can't match the Suzuki's gunnyware spirit and playful agility. If you had to choose, would you take this cheerful little 4x4 or the bigger Bronco Sport? I'm Team Jimny every single time. So what do you think? Ready to trade boring commutes for spontaneous detours into the wild? Drop your thoughts below. Hit like if the Jimny stole your heart. And subscribe to Car Updater for more high energy, deep dives into the cars that keep driving fun. Until next time, keep your wheels dirty and your adventures loud.